All right, so dojos are immersive learning experiences. As you look at something like that traditional 2-day course, it's an academic environment. We get a lot out of it. We're exposed to new practices, but a lot of times after we walk out of that course, it may not have been time that we could apply that thing, or when we come back to the complexities of our real environment and our real world, that thing that works so well in that academic environment isn't working now because we're hitting a constraint. So I see dojos as kind of the next generation of coaching and learning. You get that academic overview, but it's very light. Basically, teams are working on a 4 to 6 week cadence where they leave their existing environment. They come to a place where they can focus on learning, the dojo, which is the place where you learn. They work together in a collaborative environment, whole team sitting at a table, working with each other, talking to each other, not in separate cube farms on different floors or something like that. They work for a fixed period of time, and they work to complete some sort of challenge. Now, that challenge involves learning new skills, new practices, but it also involves doing their real work. So the cool thing about the dojo, since it isn't an academic exercise, they're working on their real work with their real tools in their real environment, not their physical space, but the environment of their tools and their software stack and whatever that happens to be. And they're learning together as a team by building. The cool thing about our dojo experiences is we also apply the concept of rapid iteration. We take that common 2-week sprint and we actually shrink that down to 2 days. When I first saw this, I thought, I don't know about that. I don't think you could really do anything of any value in 2 days. But the neat thing that comes from it is that simplifies a lot of the noise that comes from the process. You don't need a 4-hour planning session anymore. You don't need to spend weeks writing stories. You don't need to spend hours estimating because so those basic process mechanics, while they're still there, they're actually pushed into the background a little bit. They become less interesting and take less time. So now that sprint really becomes about focusing on learning faster. It's really neat because teams that come out of the dojo experiences, they feel like they're getting more done. And we could argue whether they actually are getting more done, but because they're learning so much sooner, whether something was the right thing, the right direction, the right design decision, the right product impact, they're learning it so much sooner that they're actually adjusting sooner. So subsequently, what comes of that is they end up building more of the right thing, less of the wrong thing. It looks like better efficiency. The dojo experiences are an awesome way to spread the use of consistent practices and learning across a large organization. Right now, more than 33 Fortune 500 clients have dojos running on site in their companies. They're using that to get healthy consistency and to have really a high value, relatively affordable way to enable their large workforces on the practices that will make them successful as we continue into this next decade.